Welcome back again to Selected Tokens. Once again, it's your host Vedio in bringing you the latest ICO projects to you to have a look on. Today, our project to review is Ether Raffle, which is the world's first truly decentralized charitable lottery. As you're going to see, these guys are a lot of different other raffles or lotteries that are more and more prolific in the ICO world today. As you're going to see, they are really the first ones doing the things that they are doing right now, what's giving a very unique character. And as you're going to see more, their focus is about on charity as well. So both the user will buy the ticket and both the charity are going to win on this raffle, which is a very great idea. Another great topic for us to start about this conversation is that they're not really like any other raffles or lotteries in the ICO world right now, truly because they don't have like smart contract is really what's approved all of the methods of the rewards in on the charitable access. So basically that means that they have no people involved. There is the smart contract who is going to decide all of these major things, so the charities to allocate the money and the winners itself. So that's really a great path in the future for these raffles, and maybe other will get a future reference from this project and start to do the things in that way. So let's just start out to understand what they're trying to solve, what they understand is the problem with these types of methods right now, and let's see how they are going to do that approach. So here they clearly have like stated the problem and their solution. So let's start up with the problem. The lottery is a highly lucrative industry with global revenues in excess of 2017 billions. In their current state, national lotteries suffer from the pitfalls of private enterprise, namely lack of transparency. Most of national lotteries donate some of their revenue to other causes, but the process is opaque and undemocratic. So let's just stop right there. So basically, they are going to have a thing. I'm going to discuss it a little bit down further, but they are building like a platform that they want to all of the charities, including like the raffle system, to be on, and that's basically like a charity organization through the blockchain. So imagine that you can see the progress, or you can see your donation, and you can see really what the donation are going to do. So really track your donation in terms of transparency and all that, and that's going to be like a huge deal breaker for them, and it's going to be a really good hot topic to them to bounce on. So let's continue. Existing blockchain lotteries far a little better. Few are truly transparent, none are truly decentralized, and none one provides any sort of charitable giving, despite the enormous revenue they generate. So that's the problem. We have too much of these companies doing the raffles and the lotteries right now, but all of the profits, so we all know like the lottery, it's although you have big prizes and these types of raffle, the chances that you are going to win are of course slimmer than the ones that you are going to lose. That's the whole point of it, and that's like the whole gimmick of all the situations. So with this approach, they are saying, okay, there are charities there and these types of raffles and lotteries that are transparent. Okay, they assuming that and they know that, but the fact that they are truly decentralized is a big problem, because they have like lots of people involving in the process, and when we are talking about big amounts of money and rewardings and trying to choose winners and all that, we're having like a bunch of people not be truly decentralized as it's supposed to be in the blockchain. It's really a major problem. So that's what they identify as a problem, is that it's a very big industry, and although they're giving parts of the profits to charity, the process is very opaque and undemocratic, and the second point is that they are not really truly decentralized lotteries right now. So they present their solution. Ether Raffle will leverage blockchain technology to create a global and truly decentralized lottery, completely transparent and verifiable fair. Ether Raffle has no geographical, political, or bureaucratic constraints. With no centralized ownership, taking a percentage of the earnings, Etheraffle instead allocates a larger percentage of ticket sales than any existing crypto lotteries to benefit Tokenomics. Further, Etheraffle also allocates portion of earnings towards charitable funding, with lot holders empowering to decide exactly where those vital charity donations go. So basically, through a smart contract, you as a token holder will be deciding the charities that your money or your funds of the tickets or the part of the ticket that you buy will give to that specific charity. So giving full transparency and full decentralization in terms of this. So this is their prompt objective. So this is clearly how they state the problem and the solution. And this is the main, let's say, kickoff to start the idea of they are having their own ICO and their own platform for doing the charity. So let's continue further and know what we can do about. So the Etheraffle ICO is a unique proposition. It is your chance to be a part of the Etheraffle solution by becoming a lot token holder, demonstrating the power of the blockchain with a live working use case. The Etheraffle app provides the fully, truly global, true decentralized lottery, tapping into a market larger than 27 billion. Etheraffle is designed to give huge prizes to players, sustainable ATA rewards to token holders, and life-changing funding. So you're going to receive huge prizes, sustainable Ethereum rewards, and life-changing funding to charities. So in the end, the big prompt is you can win huge prizes, you can win a lot of Ether rewards, and you are going to change the life of various people by donating and creating these funds to a lot of different charities. So far on, the prompt is a very good idea. It's a good point in this type of field, in this ICO world, that we see like huge amounts of money throw back and forth, and we're talking like huge, really big amounts of money. It's really cool to see somebody that's recognize that and trying to apply that money to a good cause, to a greater cause, and the charity is always like an honorable thing to be involved, and having your own business and do that on the side, providing the profits of their own business is, I really thought it's a great idea. And that's it. That's their unique selling proposition, and for me, I guess it's really cool to see this. So let's have a little look around, and now these are going to see the comparison between Etheraffle and the other lotteries that are today on market, or at least some, of course, because there's like a lot of them. So you can see right there that Etheraffle is far different from the others. So easy and understand play, provide fair, truly decentralized, smart contract verified, truly anonymous, weekly lottery draw, payouts in full, controlled by token holders, decentralized dividing payment, commission for token holders, which is the largest of anyone which is right now in the market. The one that's got close is the true flip one, but we can see by the ends of the S's and comparing with the nose on the other side that Etheraffle is stably and clearly different from the other ones. That is, of course, the major thing in this, but commission for owners, this is the big prompt. So 0 commissions for owners. So they don't take like the shares of their own platform, and the percentage giving to charity causes is 15%. And this is going to be a standard thing. So have you like raffle or anything activity that they are going to do in their draws of their winnings, 50% of that is always going to do is always going to be a charitable cause. So organization that's really going to apply this money to do something of a matter big. So I think that this is like the main thing. So on top of there being like the one of the best, I'm not saying X is the best, of course that's up to you. You have to do your, as you know, do your own research. I'm not saying that they're the best. Actually, step by step on the characteristics, they are one of the best and clearly distinct from the other lotteries. And on top of that fact, being the 15% giving to charitable cause, and these causes are chosen by the token holders, really give you like a sense of the token holder. You can see like, okay, I'm in this platform, I'm like playing, I'm having my fun, I'm getting my rewards, I'm getting a few tickets to see if I can win more lottery, but at the same time, you know that 50% of that is going to a good cause, and you choose the cause. So you really can get involved and trying to do more things to your community, and I think this is a great thing. So as I'm currently doing this video, the Tier 1 bonus period is still open, but I don't know if when I'm going to upload the video, maybe this is over, but for now it is 14 hours in and time to receive the remaining LOT tokens per hater. So really, if you are interested in the project right now, I'm gonna have a look at these altars, but since I'm going to show you the roadmap a little bit further, you're going to see that you will still have options in terms of time, even if this is run out when you are watching this video. So after that, they have like a real quick basic for you to purchase your LOT tokens. So it's a standard thing, very easy to do. They have filled with the QR code as well. Really simple. If you are interested in this, in a couple of minutes you can be having your tokens because the process is really that quick. So this is the entire structure. This is almost the deadlines that are coming up right now. I recommend you to have a really quick look at this if you have more interest in the projects, or if looking to invest, or even like play a game with them, win a raffle, play in the lottery. So if you are that guy, please take a look at these acquisitions, because you might be interested in maybe getting tokens or not. So that's up to you. So as I was saying before, these are the key dates that they have already concluded. So they are now in these Tier 2 phases, which of course ends on April the 12th. So after that we're going to have a third tier, which is begin on May the 3rd, and then the ICO deadline, which is the last day of May. So with that in your mind, if you are feeling the project, if you have more things to maybe want to ask them, I'm going to give you the details for their contacts a little bit further. But just know they are going to have the deadline of the ICO in the last day of May, and then they start like the first Ether rewards until the end of almost the end of June, so the 25th of June, and then they still have a bonus deadline that's going to occur. So maybe that's July, sorry. But yeah, these are the key dates. We don't have like a lot of information what the process is going to be right now, but they are really solid. And one thing that I like about this project is they have like a bunch of communications, and they are really helpful in trying to bring the community, and they really want you to have confidence in this project, because as they know, being the first truly decentralized and fully transparent and lottery platform in the ICO area right now, it's difficult. You know, we have like a bunch of lotteries, to the most like known ones that we see above in the website to the most obscure ones. There are really a bunch of options right now, so this is a very competitive market, sorry. And they, during this project, the way they are, they show braveness and a lot of courage, and I really like that as well about the project. So here we go, the ICO launch, first exchange, the first Ether dividend for the smart contract, and the Ether Relief platform. So I want to talk to you about this Ether Relief platform, which is ones that was like teasing about in the video. So this platform is what they're trying to do. So the 50% that's going to be donated to charity this action is done by this Ether Relief platform. So basically this platform will enable them to have the fully decentralized and fully transparency of a smart contract is going to do and work with these charities and donate the money. So on top of that, they're going to do like the Ether Raffle is going to do their donations under this Ether Relief platform. They're also trying to do and further on develop the Ether Relief platform to be worked in all of the donations of the, let's say, of course it's a big pump, it's a big objective, but they're trying to see if they can like able to become Ether Relief as a staple when it comes to donating to charities, or like to be like the central major player in terms of charities. So having this platform run all of the charities on the blockchain, that will be like, of course it's a big prompt, of course they're like good and reliable alternatives that are doing that, but it's a great start, and they're going to start by their own main ICO, which is Etheraffle. But this Ether Relief platform is of course a great idea, because what it would be great if you are trying to donate to someone, even if you are person to person, face to face, the money is kind of, it's not really, you cannot really have sure what's being done with your money, you don't know, so it's really like a lot of issues. If you are being on that position, you know that, but having a smart contract and the blockchain deal with all these with human factors that can like prejudice the ends of the funds, it's really cool, and they're trying to do this. And the first Ether Relief thing that they're going to do is through their own main ICO, which is Etheraffle. So this is like Etheraffle is up here, so it's like this project, and then Ether Relief is going to work as, it's not a side project, but it's going to work with the donation system. And of course I see them in the future trying to develop that more and more, to try to see if they can get like, I don't know, maybe more charities under there, or maybe other projects to donate to charities under that. And the possibilities are really enormous on that side, and we can hope an update from their development team, of course, in the Ether Relief platform as well. So you have like more details about the token. Once again, if you are liking this project, or if you are able to afford the ticket, or maybe to invest some of your own money in this project, I recommend you to have a look of these token details, just to give a formal information to everybody else. So if you are really keen on that, just have a close look with these token details to you to know more about what's the representation of the token and all that. So as you can see, they're like explaining a little bit about the token itself, what they can do, what cannot do, and what's the purpose about. But I'm gonna leave this up to you if you are interested in the project, because if you're just trying to reunite a little bit more information, that might be a little bit early information for you. So if you are able to invest, or if you are liking the project, I will give this part to you to do your own research, and then to finalize it by understanding the full capabilities of the token, and then in the end purchase them. So these are the ICO details, all with graphical information for us to understand. So we are much approaching this phase, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so the pre-ICO was the first tires. So sorry for this little confusion. So in the last two phases of this project, which is the tier 2 and the tier 3, we have small of tokens that are going to be provided then on the first stages, which is common with all the projects. Of course, if you come early to a project, you have more tokens on your power or on your belt, and then in the next phases you add a few more. So these are their details. They still have like a bonus pool system for you to understand. They have like a little bit explanation here. So let's have a look to their team. My analyzing the team, what I really like is like they are like really solid people with a lot of experience. I cannot really deny anything about the team. They are still working to develop the team, so if there anybody out there who's trying to join these guys, I recommend you to do so. And yeah, we have like a really quick review of the project, what's going to be. Not to be saying the same thing, but again, do your own research, and then of course always include the white paper in that, because it's one of the best documents for you to understand all the platform. So just to do a real quick, before we do like a really quick recap, and I'll show you like the introduction video they do about the project. Let me just show you here their Reddit. So they're really communities here on Reddit as well. So you can see the last changes I read 4 days ago. So they are entering the stage of the project that they have like, of course, the need to be more communicative to their audience, trying to promote a little bit better their project and all that. So I strongly recommend you to keep an eye on this if you are feeling the project right now. So the Reddit/Etheraffle, so to understand more. They have already the announcement page on the bitcointalk.org. I feel like many of you out there are familiar with bitcointalk.org, but if you are not, this is a very great forum where many of the projects are announced. They have already their ANA ICO page or their announcement page. You can have once again all the information there, and for me, besides their Telegram, this will be the best way to you guys contact them. They are really responsive. So I see right now, previous of making the video, so a few guys were here having like some doubts and some issues, and they really resolve it like very quick. They are really responsive, and they always like appreciate the feedback from the community. Also in this Bitcoin Talk thread as well, that they're rewarding like a person who's like having some troubles and give like a lot of good feedback, but in the end like wasn't like a problem in the system, but they reward the person by giving like some access to some Ether funds. So that's really cool. So yeah, just you to understand more this, you're gonna have like more information, and these thread forums accounts are really great to you to understand that these are real people behind the projects. They are really willing to help all the community, and they really want to have everybody involved. So keep an eye on both Reddit and Bitcoin Talk, as well as their Telegram channel. And maybe just to and the video gonna put their own clip that they have like on their website. So let's have a quick look at this, and just to recap the whole of my points.
Welcome to Ether Raffle, the world's first and only charitable blockchain lottery. Live now at Etheraffle.com, the decentralized app runs a fully working Ethereum-based lottery. The draws happen on a weekly basis, ensuring large prize pools and payouts for winners. Unique to Ether Raffle, the entries, the draw, and the distribution of prizes are carried out entirely by smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain, ensuring complete transparency, security, and fairness. What sets Ether Raffle apart from other lotteries is Etheraffle, which is where the decentralized altruism begins. Etheraffle is...
So take just to stop the video here. So now I feel like I didn't fully explain Etheraffle like to the fullest, so pay attention to this part and to fully understand what they're trying to do here. So sorry for stopping the video, and let's continue.
Developing platform built to distribute a portion of the profits generated by Etheraffle. Through Etheraffle, a chosen charity would receive 100% of the donated funds, transparently, immutably, and verifiable forever on the blockchain. Currently, the allocation of these funds is democratically decided by a smart contract-driven voting protocol, distributing the funds fairly to deserving charities worldwide. But we want to go much further. Imagine if the charities themselves existed entirely on the blockchain via the Etheraffle platform. Imagine if you could see your donation at every step on its journey. Imagine if you could see the moment your donation makes a difference. With Etheraffle, we are creating a new paradigm in charitable giving. The Etheraffle ICO involves the sale of the Etheraffle lot token. The purchasing of lot tokens grants you membership to the Etheraffle DAO, participation in which is incentivized by the allocation of Ether according to your lot holdings. In addition, the lot token also grants you voting rights on both the future of Etheraffle itself and in the running of the Etheraffle platform, making you part of the democratic, autonomous organization that is Etheraffle. In practice, this means that you as a lot holder will be able to vote on anything, including how the Etheraffle prize pools are split, how much is made available as rewards for participation in the DAO, how much is given to Etheraffle, where Etheraffle funds go to, and even major decisions on the core values and future direction of both platforms. In this way, lot token ownership guarantees your part in this altruistic, decentralized, autonomous organization of the future. The sale of the lot token is via an initial coin offering that begins on the 19th of February. Etheraffle's revolutionary ICO structure is comprised of 3 tiers. Tier 1 runs for 2 weeks, Tier 2 for 3 weeks, and Tier 3 for 4 weeks. During Tier 1, you will receive 100,000 lot per Ether, in Tier 2, 90,000, and in Tier 3, 80,000. Furthermore, the Etheraffle ICO is the first to feature an innovative, stacking, tiered bonus system. For every Ether raised in each tier, 1,500 extra lot tokens are generated for a bonus pool, so the more people who take part, the larger this lot bonus pool grows. This bonus pool is then shared out amongst participants at the end of the ICO. So join us in the Etheraffle ICO. Be part of the world's first and only charitable blockchain lottery, and help make Etheraffle the largest source of decentralized altruism in the world.
So I think this video really sums up all of the review right there. You will understand how this Etheraffle platform will work, the token itself, the project, and the whole thing. So just keep in mind that They are really the world's first truly decentralized charitable lottery. That is the main thing of this project. From my side, welcome the presence of all you guys there, and we see us in the next video.